These new benches and this new bike rack are just the beginning of how the Erie Canal is being reimagined in Albion. First, the sheriff sent his condolences to the family of Daniel Prude and wanted to add that he understands that the community is hurting right now and has a right to express that anger through protest. The employees of Oxenstone and Rochester are happy to provide indoor dining to their customers for the first time in 3 months. Baseball will be coming to Frontier Field after all. The Rochester Red Wings will host the Toronto Blue Jays' top prospects. Hey Karen, just like so many nights, the protesters are back at the Public Safety Building. They've been here for the last 20-30 minutes, and one of the most recent chants that I heard is, "We don't see no riot here. Why are you in riot gear?" in reaction to what the police are wearing tonight. This has remained calm and peaceful so far. You have a few officers on top of the Cornhill overpass, and you definitely have officers in front of the Public Safety Building. Earlier we seen about 50 of them, which is a lot more than what they started out with last night, which was more like 12. This is a protest that's been going on for several hours now. They started this at Jefferson Avenue, the scene where Daniel Prude was taken into police custody, and they painted a Black Lives Matter on the street. And then they walked all the way over here, and when we got here, we spoke to a white protester about why it was important for him to show his support.
It's just time for a change. I tell my family, if I was black, the police would have killed me a long time ago. And it's just time for a change. I can't lie, some of my family's racist. That's why I'm down here. Let them know it's time for a change. Let these police know it's time for a change. God bless.
This is a protest where all generations are getting involved. You can see back there little kids chanting Black Lives Matter, and we will continue to follow this protest as the night goes on. Karen? Keith Warren has high hopes for his senior year as point guard at McQuay Jesuit High School. So hearing that the start of winter sports like basketball have been delayed until November 30th isn't exciting news.
I'm kind of frustrated because we've been waiting a long time since for the quarantine. We haven't got a lot of travel basketball. We want to play, we want to get out there.
Warren worries that the delay hurts his chances at a college scholarship because kids in other states have the opportunities to send film to coaches sooner. Dr. Robert Zayas of the New York State Public High School Athletic Association addressed this topic Monday night, saying he believes college coaches understand that every state is handling this differently.
And I know that there's parents and students that are concerned with the potential of college scholarships. That needs to be something that is looked at and examined after we get past this COVID crisis. But right now, our focus is on student athlete safety and making sure that we're able to preserve some aspect of the season if we're given authorization to do so by state officials.
However, Warren doesn't know how long coaches will wait. He also lost out on playing travel ball this summer, which he says would have helped put him on the radar of college scouts. Warren, who helped his team get to the Section 5 finals last year, isn't giving up.
It motivates me because it makes me hungry. It makes me want to give it 110%. So I can get everything, every film, everything out to the coaches.
While he hasn't received any interest in colleges yet, he is confident he can change that with his senior year.
I've been playing ever since I was in the 3rd grade, AU trips, playing out of the country. I love it. So it means a lot to me. It means a lot to give back to my family and get that scholarship.
In Rochester, Phillip Boudreaux, Spectrum News. Tonight's top stories: not enough polling places, not enough staff. The Board of Elections is asking for help tonight after the pandemic leaves voting sites unable to participate. Plus, struggles continue for the Rochester City School District.
We've got mountains to climb here in a very short period of time and to overcome.
The district's chief finance officer detailing new cuts schools will need to take to close a nearly $60 million budget gap. Spectrum News starts now. Good evening, I'm Phillip Boudreaux and this is Spectrum News. We'll have your top stories coming up in just a moment, but first, a check of your forecast. It's an unprecedented time at the Monroe County Board of Elections, which is why officials there have put out a call to action in the community. Our news reporter Andrew Freeman tells us what the board is asking for and how you can help.